What's up, Crockxen clan members, Poke fans, and others who are on this video? I'm SoresanCrockxen here with another episode review of Pokemon Sun and Moon Ultra Adventures episode 14. That's what we're talking about today. Now, this episode, I'm gonna say I actually really enjoyed it, even though it was kind of it has a stupid premise, right? It does have a stupid premise, but it gave Rotom a chance to shine. No pun intended. So in this episode, the main premise is that Rotom stays home to watch after the Pokemon while Ash, Professor Burnett, and Professor Kui, which, you know, I'm kind of glad that they still showed her up again, because I was scared that when they did the thing in the last episode where, oh, don't you have a trip you gotta go to? I thought she was just gonna dip, leave, never come back until whatever. But she's still there. I guess it was a one-day thing or whatever. But she's there. They're all gonna go shopping, and they leave Rotom in charge of everything. And then somebody, you know, delivery service comes in. They deliver a washing machine. I don't know. This first of all, that dude needs to get fired, because you can't be delivering shit to places they don't belong. How do you confuse that? Like a Pokemon Center and a random house. Just don't do that, bruh. Like, that dude needs to get fired immediately. Like, I would not hire him for anything. Like, you can't mix stuff like that. It's just not possible. But that's besides the point. Rotom Wash is there. Then Pikachu blows up because Lycanroc and Litten start fighting like they always do. And then Litten accidentally hits Rowlet, who then gets pissed, hits Pikachu, and Pikachu blows everybody up. And then the two Rotoms exchange places, which is where all the hijinks happens, because now Rotom, it gets taken back by the delivery man to take it to the appropriate address. Again, this man would have been fired already. Then Rotom has an adventure of, like, trying to get back to Ash. And it really gave him a chance to show off his personality a bit, because while he's going around everywhere and transforming into all the different various Rotom forms, which, by the way, that's probably the only nitpick I have here, how much of a coincidence is it that every time he showed up and, you know, took over a new appliance, it just happened to look like a Rotom? Like, you couldn't give me, like, a regular fridge that as soon as it takes over, it then turns into the Rotom Frost? No, it had to be a fridge that already looked like it had a Rotom that belonged in it. Same thing with the washing machine. I saw it, I'm like, why does that washing machine look exactly like a Rotom wash, besides the fact that it doesn't have the eyes? Why does the stove look like it already needs to have a Rotom heat in it? Why the freak does the freaking lawnmower already, like, all these things? Like, you could have just made him look normal, and then as soon as Rotom takes it over, then it turns into the Rotom form of that item. I don't understand why you have to already make it look like it was supposed to be a Rotom thing. I think it took away from the magic, because, like, you already knew that that's where it was going to end up with. Like, they show you a room, and you're like, oh, well, that thing looks like it needs to have a Rotom, so we already immediately know it's going to be in that one. You could have had two freaking stoves, or two freaking ovens in Lana's place, because, you know, it's a freaking restaurant, so you have two of them, and then you're like, oh, which one is he going to take over? I mean, it's like a small nitpick, but it kind of really ticked me off a little bit. It's the only negative thing about the episode I have. And then, so throughout all this stuff, right, back to the point, is that while he's going to all these different appliances, he feels bad because this is not what he was meant to do. Like, he's trying to communicate with people because he's used to it, right? When he's in the Dex form, he can talk. Like, he's able to communicate with everybody, but in these other appliances, he doesn't have that luxury, so everybody's just assuming that there's a Rotom, or there's something wrong with the appliance that is freaking everybody out. They don't know it's Rotom, and Rotom's trying to talk to them, but he can't. He can't, and it's a struggle. It's an internal struggle for him. Oh my God, it was so bad, and I felt bad for him, right? Like, I think that's the best part about the episode, is that it made you feel for Rotom. I have said this on multiple occasions when it comes to the Sun and Moon games and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon games. I really don't care about the Rotom Dex. I think it's a useless add-on to the games that completely invalidates what makes Pokemon fun, because it takes away the exploring factor of everything. But in the show, well, yeah, there are moments where I'm like, okay, Rotom, shut up. Or like, I get annoyed the fact that he's still there. It's these types of episodes, or these types of situations, where it makes you really feel for him. Because, like, the one time he made it back home. He finally makes it home, but he's stuck in the TV and there's nobody there. And then he immediately thinks, oh crap, Ash threw away the Pokedex because it no longer works. And he, like, felt depressed. Like, he's like, no, I have to find Ash. I need to find him. And it was that sense of urgency that really showed how much Rotom cares for Ash and cares for what he does. Whereas you see the other Rotom that, you know, at that point was taking over the Rotom Dex, Like, he's supposed to be a Rotom Wash. He doesn't freaking care about anything. He's just taking pictures of everything, deleting everything, completely oblivious to everything that's going on. Like, he doesn't care. And it shows the different sides of what a Rotom can be if it just happens to take over the Rotom decks. And I don't know, I really liked what they did here. It made me feel a lot closer to Rotom. It made me like Rotom a lot more as like a Pokemon and as a Pokedex. I don't think I could, like, after this moment in time, yeah, I might get annoyed in the future, but I don't think I could ever do away without that Rotom Dex being in the show because of this. I feel bad that he had to be separated from the people he loves for even this short amount of time, because it was obviously like the worst time of his life, and it made him feel like a well fleshed out character. And I gotta give props to the writers here. They have done a complete 180 from X and Y, where you did not give a single fuck about any of the characters besides Bonnie. But that's because, I don't know, I still don't understand why Bonnie had such a push over anybody else. But in this show, they really make you care for these characters, and I am so happy about that. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Let me know what's about this episode and about this review. I've been SoresanCrockxen, and I'll see you guys in future videos.